Buongiorno a tutti, mi chiamo Charlotte e oggi vi parlo di un post che ho visto su Facebook che mi ha fatto davvero ridere. Ok? Andiamo. So everyone, this is a post that I've seen on Facebook on a page in Italian which again made me laugh. So the title of the photo was Rovina la cena di Natale usando solo 4 parole. So there's a picture of people at a Christmas dinner table. So here's the picture. I borrowed that from their page. I will be including the link where this is taken from, so it is cited, okay, the original poster. And what this means is rovinare is to ruin. Rovinare è a verb. Ruin la cena di Natale, that's Christmas lunch or Christmas dinner as we call it in the UK. Usando, using, that's the gerund form of the verb usare, solo 4 parole, only 4 words. So ruin Christmas dinner using only 4 words. So the point of that post is write something amusing using 4 words, obviously in Italian because it was posted by an Italian poster, and the point is to be as funny as possible. So this is a slightly more tongue-in-cheek club content, I guess. So I've chosen I've snipped and pasted some of the comments I thought were quite funny or just had some kind of merit in terms of like language. So this is what the handout looks like. By mistake I've printed this on photo paper, but so that's why it's super shiny. So if you're part of my Italian club, you'll have an email later today with the digital version of this handout and also a link to this video tutorial, and if I can fit it on or maybe within the email, because it's quite a long link, I'll put a link to the original post on Facebook which you should be able to see whether or not you're on there, you know, whether you sign in or not, as well as some further study. Okay, so we're going to look at 10 comments, each of which should have 4 parole, 4 words, and let's see which you think is the most funny. Okay, so I won't give you the name of the people who posted them, but let's say we need to think: come si può rovinare la cena di Natale usando solo 4 parole? Okay, bear in mind this is a tongue-in-cheek, you've got to have a sense of humour to do this. How would you ruin Christmas dinner with family and friends there, polite company, with just 4 words? So here's one I thought was quite funny. Stasera mangiamo insetti fritti. Stasera mangiamo insetti fritti. So what does that mean? Stasera, that means this evening. Sta from questa, shortened down. Sera is the feminine noun, evening. Stasera together is this evening. Mangiamo, that's the present tense in the we form of the verb mangiare, so it means we are eating, or it might mean let's eat if it's used in the imperative, like allora mangiamo. Mangiamo? Sì, mangiamo. Should we eat? Yes, let's eat. So insetti looks similar to the English words insects. Fritti means fried. Okay, so stasera mangiamo insetti fritti. So this evening we're eating fried insects. Okay, so that's kind of topical. So like insects being used apparently to try and be more environmentally friendly as an alternative to meat. So that's something that's going on in the world at the moment. I thought that was quite funny. Stasera mangiamo insetti fritti. We'll call that number 1. Uno. Okay, something else that you could say, number 2. Remember, we're trying to ruin, rovinare, Christmas dinner. So, mia madre cucina meglio. Mia madre, my mother, cucina. So that's from the ARE verb cucinare, which means to cook. Cucina meglio. Meglio means better. So let's zoom in because I don't think you can see that actually there. Okay. Number 1, stasera mangiamo I insetti fritti. Number 2, mia madre, my mother, cucina, cooks, meglio, better. So meglio has got this G-L-I-O at the end. Lio, meglio. So let's look at number 3. Which one should I have? That's number 3. Okay. Which one should I choose? Okay, this is another typical joke. Again, we've got this word stasera. Stasera. And what did that one mean? Stasera, this evening. Pizza all'ananas. Pizza all'ananas. So this is a bit of an ongoing joke because there are some people who think that you should just not put ananas on pizza, and ananas is pineapple. Okay, so tonight pizza with pineapple, or pineapple pizza, pizza with pineapple on it. Okay, so when you've got that preposition a plus like an article, al, alla, etc. It either tells you how something's cooked, well, it tells you how something's cooked. So with pineapple, okay, as in pineapple on the pizza. Stasera pizza all'ananas. Okay, tonight pineapple on pizza. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3. Let's see number 4. This one's a little bit darker. Tesoro. Ho una, in this case, amante. Tesoro. So remember, these are ways that you would ruin a Christmas dinner. So tesoro is something that you would say to your partner generally, or someone that you love. It means treasure. Tesoro literally means treasure, but it kind of translates as a pet name like darling or sweetheart, that kind of thing. Darling, ho una amante. So amante is the key word here. Amante means lover, okay, so someone outside of the marriage. Amante. Una amante means that the person who's talking is a guy, probably a guy addressing his wife. Tesoro ho una amante. That means I have a lover, I'm seeing someone else, okay, a mistress maybe. Un amante, a male lover. So without the una. Tesoro is a noun, so the word treasure, il tesoro. Tesoro as a pet name doesn't change like in terms of the ending to make it feminine or masculine, it's just masculine. So even though you might be addressing a female partner or your female wife or whatever, or your female, I don't know, child, you would still say tesoro, tesoro mio, my treasure, okay? So you might say it with mio, or you might hear it with mio, but it is used for males or females. Ok, so stasera mangiamo I insetti fritti. Mia madre cucina meglio. My mother cooks better than this. Stasera pizza all'ananas. Tonight pineapple pizza. Tesoro ho una amante. Darling, I have a mistress. Or darling, I have a lover. I'm seeing someone on the side, kind of thing. Right, now let's look at number 5. Which one am I going to choose for number 5? Okay, it's quite blunt. Remember, you would probably never say these things unless you're just joking. Like if you have a sarcastic way of like sense of humour like I do, then you might say these kind of things, but jokingly, of course. But even if they're just jokes, it's quite good content. First of all, it's written by genuine Italian speakers. You can go onto the post, it's public, you can see this stuff as it's written. You can see the mistakes that people make, you can see the shortened forms, like a short form writing that people make. We've got one that we'll see next actually. You'll see all sorts of real content on social media, and it's you can take screenshots of it. You can easily send it to someone if you're not sure what it means. You can say, what does this mean, teacher? Or if you've got an Italian friend, you can send it to them and say, I don't understand what this is, why is that funny? So social media and online content can provide real and topical, like kind of time or news, current affairs related kind of content, so it's interesting. It's an interesting arena and a really useful place to find content for language learning and language lessons. So number 4, number 5 is, so what was the 4th one? That one. I'm just marking them on my paper. Number 5 is e adesso andate via. I thought that's quite funny. E adesso, that means and now. E adesso andate via. So imagine you're at a table, people are at your house, and then you say, okay, e adesso andate via. That means and now go away. Leave. So e means and, adesso is now, andate comes from the verb andare, so it's an are verb, but it's highly irregular. In the voi form, present tense, or the imperative, as the case may be here, it's got the ate ending, so that's addressing voi. You all of you guys or girls, or y'all, all of you who are here, you go away. And via means away. So if you're saying that in the to form, you'd say vai via, vai. And in the voi form, andate via. Andate via, go away. Remember, you can give these imperative orders, if you like, you can give them in a joking way. These are all joking. So you can use the imperative, but like light-heartedly or sarcastically. It doesn't have to be nasty, okay? And I would definitely suggest that you don't use them seriously or nastily. But you might hear them. You might hear them in films, for example. So context is everything. Humour is great for learning. Ok. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 6. Okay, so this is how this one is written, but it is written with a slight shorthand, okay? So it's written like this. NN vi volevo qui. Now, that's missing an O. It should be non instead of NN. So it's just short for non, which makes something negative, okay? So here's the sentence. Vi refers to you all. Again, it comes from voi. Volevo is the verb volere, which means to want, and this is the imperative form. The EVO ending after the stem of the verb for. Oh, sorry. Just realised that you can't see that. It's no use, is it? Let's pick this up a bit so you can see it. So let me show you what I was talking about then. Scusate. So that was written NN, capital N, little n, but it was missing the O, and that's just like a short form way of writing non, and non makes a sentence negative. Okay, so non vi refers to voi, that's an object pronoun. Volevo is the imperative, not the imperative, the imperfect tense, which is like the kind of past continuous. I'll translate it in a minute. It's the verb volere, which means to want, and it's also a modal verb. It's very useful. it can be followed directly by infinitives. Okay. For example, it could say non vi volevo parlare. I didn't want to talk to you. Non, I didn't. Vi, to you. Volevo, wanted. Parlare, to talk. But here it's followed by qui. Non vi volevo qui. That means I didn't want. There's the negative non. That's the did not part. That's the I didn't want part. In one short little word, it's quite useful. Qui means here, and vi means you guys. You, plural. So, I didn't want you here. Maybe some people, for some people that might be true. Anyway, I thought it was quite funny. I think the next one is probably my favourite because it's so inappropriate. La nonna è incinta. Okay, la nonna is grandmother or granny or nana, right? È is from the verb essere, and incinta, that means pregnant with child. Okay, so it's like saying granny's pregnant. Completely inappropriate and unlikely, but really funny. Number 8, let's see, 6, 7, 8. Done that one. Okay. This one is also something you probably don't want to hear when there's a group of people together. Ho mal di pancia. Now, lo stomaco is the stomach, but la pancia is like a belly, right? So think of like pancetta, like belly pork. Pancia is belly, so I have a bad stomach, bad belly. I've got a belly ache, got a tummy ache. Slightly more informal than stomaco, okay? I have a belly or tummy ache. Obviously denoting that the food was, poorly cooked. Okay, let's see what else we have. We've done that one. Done that one. 5, 6. Okay. 7, 8. Mal di pancia. Okay, this one uses the subjunctive, which is why I think it's quite useful. Spero che. That means I hope that. When you have spero che, unless you're using the future tense, you need to use the subjunctive, which is like a mood, as opposed to a tense, but it works in the same way as a tense, as in the verb will have a different form, depending on whether it's the present subjunctive or the imperfect subjunctive. So, I hope that spero che finisca. That's the subjunctive form of the verb finire, and the first io, tu, lui, lei, the first 3 singular forms all end finisca, finisca, finisca. That's how they're written. So instead of finisco, finisci, finisce, we have spero che io finisca, spero che tu finisca, spero che lui, lei finisca. Una cosa finisca. Spero che finisca presto. So I hope this finishes soon, or finishes early. So therefore hope the meal's over shortly, okay, because it's such a burden. And the next one I think is probably quite pertinent because it's related to another topical current thing. So I just want to check one thing here. Yeah. Okay, so there's 2 ways of translating this. Non sento I sapori. Non sento I sapori. Sentire can be to smell or to feel, or it could be to taste. il sapore di qualcosa is like the flavor. So, non sento I sapori is the negative. I can't taste the flavors. I can't taste it basically. Now, why is that funny? Because of COVID. Okay, so one of the things that was listed as a COVID symptom is not being able to taste. Okay, affecting your smell or your taste. So, non sento I sapori. Il sapore is the flavor. And sento is the negative form. Non sento could be to taste or to smell or to feel, actually, but we would translate that as to taste. Non sento I sapori. I can't smell. Sorry, I can't taste the flavors. I think that's quite funny. So yeah, which one's your favourite? How would you, come si può rovinare la cena di Natale usando solo 4 parole? I think my favourite is La nonna è incinta. Molto buffo, molto divertente. So I know some of them might be in quite poor taste, but that's kind of the point. So I'm going to send you a link to the original post. If you're part of my Italian club, it'll be included probably within the email, because it's quite a long hyperlink. And I'll send you that handout, which has some come si dice type activities in it, as well as the link to this video. Please feel free to leave any comments underneath the video, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And let me know how you would ruin a Christmas dinner using solo 4 parole, ok? In italiano, ok? Attenzione, in italiano. Buon anno e alla prossima volta. Ciao!